What's your feeling about the upcoming Star Trek movie?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah,
I don't think the folks are here are interested in how I feel about anything. But thank you for asking.
Well, we want to know. Come on, it's Truth Day.
I grew up, you know, all my life people have asked me which do I like better, the original series or the Next Generation. And I have made the analogy, that's like asking, who do I love more, my mother or my wife? They're both women, you love both of them, but it's a different kind of love.
Come on, but who do you love a little bit more?
Come on.
Right?
You grew up with one, but you met one and grew to love the second.
Right.
So, how I feel about, you know...
Yeah, but you should never tell your wife that you love your mother more than you love your wife.
Yeah.
I hope she's not here today.
I don't think that would be a good choice.
He didn't mean it if you're here.
And don't tell your mother that either. You know?
Never tell your mother that you love your wife.
But it's a good analogy.
So I think I'm reinforcing your point.
Yeah.
I hope so.
The Next Generation was a much better show with a much better cast.
I hope it does well.
Yeah.
But dovetailing on what I said about bringing the original cast back for the first movie, I'm concerned that it won't hold true for me.
Well, you know, I mean, there was all that doubt when we came on the air. Can you do another Star Trek? Is it possible? And
Abrams is a good guy.
Yeah,
he's an interesting guy,
he
and
knows what he's doing, and you know, so far they've cast it in an interesting way. The kid who they're trying to get to play Chekhov, Anton, what's his name? Anton Yeltsin. Yeah, Yeltsin. Yeah, he's a really good actor. I can't believe really that he wants to do it, because he's got such a he's got a huge movie career right now, and he's a really fantastic actor. So. If they go like that,
who would want to be in a Star Trek movie? Is that where you're going?
That's sort of where I was going with it. Yeah. No. But
Star Trek 11.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I
it is
think
an
it's a
odd-numbered
wait-and-see
movie.
deal. Yeah. You know, the even-numbered ones always. Oh yeah. Oh
well. Following Nemesis, Jonathan, did you have any hope at all that there might be a new TV series featuring the adventures of Captain and Mrs. Riker aboard the USS Titan?
Yes, I've been pitching this idea. A half-hour sitcom. The Rikers in space with their wacky Uncle Data and their little dog Worf. Sort of like a live-action Jetsons. Do you like it?
No, I think it's sort of like a live-action Thunderbirds.
As my friend Paul Bernard said to me,
Really?
did that movie come out yet?
You did such a good job on that movie. That was absurd.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was directed beautifully. But what wouldn't the three of you prefer to see your show move forward in the movies rather than going back 100 years?
Yes.
I would.
I actually, if Paramount called me and said, Brent, what do you think we should do with the next movie? That's such a funny idea, isn't it? I mean, I think it's interesting when they push the envelope and go further into the future and further into the future. I know when we did our series, Gene was, he put us 100 years later, 200, whatever it was, and
24th century.
Yeah, but he said, we've explored 15% of the universe at this point. We've got another, 85% to explore. There's that many stories out there.
Yep.
So I guess, but I don't know what they're doing with this movie. Maybe, who knows?
Character stuff. I think
Yeah.
this movie
Well,
is
let's
supposed to be
assume
about
best case
character.
scenario that the movie is a huge success.
Yeah.
Then what? Do they do another movie, Star Trek 12, with this same cast again, and then we're stuck in the original series era for the next several movies?
Then they do a prequel of The Next Generation, where
Right.
we all were at the Academy.
Right. And then they do.
I'd play Riker. I can still play 12.
Easy.
Yeah.
checking the time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What have we got here?
Who's checking the time? Are we done?
Oh, no.
Time flies when we're having fun. Do you want us to leave?
Brent didn't even sing yet. I did, but the mic was off.
We could give them.
Bring back Threshold. Yeah, that's going to happen. You know, Threshold, that was Brandon Braga's series, and it was an amazing cast. Peter Dinklage and Carla Gugino and what? And the idea that he had, I don't know if you've heard about this, but the next season the show was going to be called Foothold, and then the next season the show was going to be called Stranglehold. And I'm not kidding you, I'm absolutely serious. And more aliens were going to come, and the idea I think they had was that by the season, 4th or 5th season, it was going to be like Road Warrior, and the civilization would have been wiped out, and we were going to be bands of people, and they had a really long view of this. Unfortunately, Les Moonves at CBS had a short view of it, and we went away.
My turn?
If you wish.
Walter Koenig, George Takei, Nichelle Nichols, and some of the others have reprised their Star Trek roles in some of the fan-based internet series, such as Star Trek, New Voyages, of Gods and Men, is that the name of it, I believe? Would a project similar to that be of any interest to you if you were approached with a good script and it was interesting to you? I'm not making the offer, I'm just asking the question.
I saw some of Gods and Men. That's the one that Tim Russ directed?
That is correct.
Yeah, that actually is quite good. And it's cut really well, and it's well acted, and
yes.
It's not long enough. And
last night I saw the newest episode of New Voyages with George Takei, World Enough in Time, and it is absolutely as good as any episode that Star Trek has put out.
Wow.
So, I mean, this isn't some high school play that you're dropping in as a charity
people
thing.
do
This
special
is
effects and stuff
good
that's
stuff.
amazing. Yeah.
I'm actually looking to do the prequel to that show.
You know, prequels just haven't done all that well so far.
Butch and Sundance, the early years? Come on.
Or the
Young
prequel to
Indiana
this.
Jones.
This would be a good prequel.
What?
Prequel to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Maybe we should go off and come
Come
back.
on,
Yeah.
amazing.